This channel is all about bringing the elevator back down to other people that want to get into YouTube. So today I'm going to talk about how I do a hands-only review for a speaker product. I have my Sony a7S III, which is probably the best YouTube camera you can get. It just has really good color science. It's quick to edit. You can put a bunch of attachments on it. What I have is really, honestly, just the camera attached to an Edelkrone thing that allows you to fold out the camera more if you ever need to. And then I also have this Edelkrone slider here, which honestly is good for sliding, but also just if you need to get the camera over an object. It's very quick and easy to do. The reason I decided to do an overhead review is I was just so bored with this product. Don't tell them that I'm very bored. Like, I do not find this to be the most captivating product. I thought it'd be more fun if I got to do some set design. Part of what is involved in your set design is the lighting and the colors behind it. So this is where you kind of have to bring out your art degree a little bit. In terms of lighting, you could go crazy with lighting or you could just keep it really simple. And I prefer to keep it simple. It's just more effective. This is an Amaran 200X here. It's just a little LED monolight. You can change it from daylight colors, meaning what comes through a window, or tungsten 3200 Kelvin, which is like what comes out of like a lamp. There's a lot of methodologies you can use to light products. I find that just a broad side light with a grid on it is really beneficial. If you don't have the grid, the light will just disperse. It'll just disperse way too far. It'll kind of just envelop everything, which is fine sometimes, but if you want a little bit more of a focused look, kind of like a super soft spotlight effect, that's what this grid happens to do for this kind of lighting. The other thing you want to consider here is really the colors that you choose. So I have this gray speaker, and to spruce things up a little bit, I have a collection of different felt pads, but I have kind of like a skin tone felt pad, a gray felt pad, and I have a bunch of other colors in here you could choose from. It's just to make it a little bit more fun. And then also felt absorbs light in a way that doesn't refract too much, so it's actually perfect for lighting. It doesn't blow out and it stays balanced with the exposure of like your speaker and objects on top of it. I chose the yellow, but I also used the complementary color chart to figure out what should go with what to kind of bring out the most of these colors. So I have this little Spanish to English book here, which is pretty much on the opposite side of the color wheel, meaning it's a complementary color. When colors are complementary, basically they allow each other, they kind of like, they bring the most contrast to your eye. Like your eye is quicker to pick up the contrast between them. When they say colors pop, that's kind of what complementary colors do. The way I've organized the frame here, I like to balance things kind of on the corners. And what that does is when I put stuff on the corners like this baseball, it kind of implies that the scene keeps moving on. Like as if you were to zoom out, you'd see more of this environment. If I were to put everything just in the frame, it would also, not only would it look crowded, but it would just kind of like, it stops implying that there's like anything else going beyond the frame. So I kind of like corner these things off. Also, you'll notice like the selection of items is very strategic. My core market is men in their like 20s to 40s. And so I have put things that I think guys would like that have a little bit of a playful edge, like this Candy Labs toy truck in this beautiful aqua color here. This is my yellow journal. I actually write in this journal, but also it's beautiful, so I put it in the frame. A little fun pocket knife. There's no need for this, but you don't see, like, I don't think this would appeal to girls at all. And I'm pretty sure the core demographic of Fender Toyful is not girls. So that's kind of like some of the reasoning. And of course, oh my God, a baseball. Instead of just like having my face in here, it just keeps it a little more interesting for me. I enjoy the set design and making things as beautiful as possible. It also just allows me to have the space to talk about the speaker and its features more intimately. And how I'll do the audio is I'll actually record this first, and then I'll go into my studio and record all of the audio over this. So that's kind of a little bit of what goes into my top-down, hands-only kinds of reviews. Sometimes it's just less stressful than me being on camera directly if I can avoid it. But honestly, because I like this so much, I'm probably going to end up filming some of myself talking about the speaker. Just because now I put all this work into it, it kind of motivates me to get the rest of the video done. So yeah, that's kind of what a top-down review looks like from my YouTuber life and kind of why I'm doing the things I'm doing here. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of this, please subscribe. This is just a channel where I am giving away all of my knowledge for free. I'm trying to bring the elevator back down to anyone else who would like to participate in this.